Welcome to Telluride TV's Telluride Weekly show for the week of July 14th. My name is Colin Sullivan, and here is Telluride Weekly. For today on your show, we have a program from our Telluride Adaptive Ski Program. We got a little piece there for you on that. We're going to debut our brand new segment, our Facebook Sound Off Time. You guys wrote in, you liked Telluride TV on Facebook, and you asked us some questions. We're going to answer those with our Telluride studio here. We have the Daily Planet calendar for the week. We have an interview with Mr. Eric Nepsky of the Telluride Karate Studio and some of the folks that he's been working with for years in karate and kung fu. The Kung Fu heroes are here. They're going to do a big display for us. Mr. Philip Sahagan and Mr. Sebastian Castellanos. And then Kevin is back with his What Do You Think About This? Man on the Street. He's got some really interesting stuff for you this week. I'm Colin Sullivan, and this is Telluride Weekly.
Telluride Adaptive Sports Program is a local non-profit organization that provides outdoor recreation opportunities for people with disabilities. During the winter, we focus on skiing and snowboarding.
We work with anyone with any type of disability, so be it physical, cognitive, emotional, behavioral.
There's a whole slew of tools and adaptive equipment that we use to help facilitate a great experience on the mountain.
So volunteers come to us to give back to the community.
Please bend the knees, right? Bend your knees, lift your
We
heels.
often have volunteers at the end of their first season with us saying, oh my gosh, I think I got more out of volunteering than I gave to my students. There's so much that our volunteers give to our students that it's definitely a win-win situation.
A lot of the vets come through the program that have been injured in the recent wars. For them, it's a chance to get back outside, to start to bring back some of the life that they had before they were in the military and get readjusted back to being a civilian after the war. So I've been with the adaptive program for 6 years. This is my 6th year. And I really enjoy the adaptive program. It's a chance to meet a lot of interesting people. Today we use the bi-ski for a client that isn't able to do stand-up skiing. So it's a way to enable her to enjoy the snow environment in a safe manner and get outside and have some fun.
TASP's most valuable resource is our team of amazing and dedicated volunteers. We simply couldn't do what we do without them. They choose to give their time to challenge, inspire, and empower our participants, who in turn inspire us with their motivation, perseverance, and successes. If you would like to learn more about Telluride Adaptive Sports Program and how to join our team of volunteers, feel free to stop by our offices in Mountain Village or give us a call at 728-5010. We hope to see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Facebook Sound Off time, and you guys have sent in some really great questions, so we're going to go to our assistant production manager here, Carly, and she's going to, there we go, here's the studio. Look at this, isn't this amazing?
Hello.
Behind the scenes. Carly, go ahead and read off some of these questions that we got on Facebook. We'll try to answer them.
Alright, so it looks like, first question, why is he so damn perky? With regards to you, and that is from Dean Raleigh.
Dean Raleigh, why is he so... Well, I mean, everybody... I mean, I love Dean Raleigh, but everybody is perkier than Dean Raleigh, so there's there's that.
That's
true. I love you, Dean.
Next question. Carly Bodmer wants to know why people in Telluride don't look both ways before they cross the road. She's all about pedestrian rights, but settle down, y'all.
That's from me.
That's from that is from one of our producers. Why don't they look left and right? You've been here enough to know this. Why do you think?
I think people in Telluride are just so trusting that cars are going to stop for them, you know? It's like 15-mile-per-hour speed limit. If you just walk in front of the road, cars, it's not going to hit you. It might if they're texting.
It might, but it won't hurt that much, kind of a thing.
I guess there's that too. I mean, yeah. I always look both ways before I cross the street. I mean, I've noticed that people they want to cross the street, but they will just stand there and wait for you to stop, and like I'll like slow down to a really slow speed, and I'm like, okay, like go,
And everything's
go.
a crosswalk.
And then it's like, and then I finally stop and like wave them, and then they go. But you have to make the decision, you know.
I guess the real answer is just that we're the nicest place in the world, so it doesn't matter. You can cross the street whenever you want. What's number 3? Do we have another one?
Yeah, we have some more. Okay, why are there so many bums these days, and what's up with all the theft? From Jessica and Dugan.
I think the theft thing is weird because like I feel like every year there's like multiple people who have things stolen, but that's because they don't lock their cars or doors or houses or like windows, and that's okay. Like I know that we should live in a society. I feel like that, you know, that's really wonderful and open like that, but it's not really. It's not Detroit either, but it's, you know, it's tough. And then the homeless thing, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, and that theft question. There's actually another question that's really similar to that regarding bikes. That's Jess Bauer. She wants to know, why are the only things stolen in this town bikes? And that's actually happened to like so many of my friends. Even a car was stolen, and they all end up at Doka. They're all in Shandoka.
Yeah, I think there's two things. I think there's the borrowing thing. So hey, everybody out there who's watching who's not from Telluride. So there's the borrowing thing, which is people either get drunk or they just like in general are they don't understand how real society works, and they borrow bicycles to go home on, and then they leave them somewhere, which is fine because somebody gets them back at some point. A car was borrowed from my friend as well.
Yes.
And was driven somewhere and then left there. That's not okay. You can't do that. That's not the law. You cannot borrow things like that.
No.
But I don't think bikes are the only thing stolen. I will say this, though. I know this because my sister's bike was stolen and things. Bikes are really nice in this town, and they're easy to move without people tracing them. Mm-hmm. So lock your bike up.
Last question from Francesco Divolo. Why do you use a green screen when you can just film outside?
Frankly, I don't know what you're talking about, Carly. We are in this lovely log cabin right here. This is not a green screen. We built this thing just for you people. Ladies and gentlemen, time for the Daily Planet News of the Week. Let's see what we got here. Oh, hey, it was the biggest turnout for the 4th of July ever. That was the most attendees in history, and I think we did double fireworks this year, which was pretty amazing. The Elks Club pirate ship, you might have seen those nasty gentlemen walking down the street with their boombox and their pirate ship. They won Best of Parade. Let's see what else. Coming soon, we have the Telluride Yoga Fest from July 10th to the July 13th. It's the 7th annual, and you can get those tickets online. Just go to Telluride Yoga Fest. Just Google that up there. And on Friday and Saturday at 1 p.m., there's a free event called Yoga Slackers, which is a live demo and interactive extravaganza. It's like the slackline thing. People are walking on the little like tightrope-like thing, doing yoga on that. I have no idea how we figured that out, but it's obviously something Telluride is going to like. The AHA fundraiser, July 18th, coming up. If you haven't gone to that yet, it's amazing. They do a big art auction. It's been going on for over 20 years. It's a must-attend event of the summer. That's at the AHA School, which is on South Townsend. You can go in there. You can get your tickets for that. I'm sure you can get them online at aha.org. And, of course, Shakespeare on the Town Park stage is coming up from July 19th to the 26th. That's Saturday to Saturday, starting in a couple of weeks. This year, it's Much Ado About Nothing, a comedy of love and war. You can get that on Telluride Theater's website, www.telluridetheater, that's theater with an RE.org, and just go to the ticketing page. You can buy them there. You can buy them at the door. Tickets are limited. There's about 100 seats a night, so please get your tickets in advance. And bring something warm, because it's outdoors. And that has been your Daily Planet News of the Week. We're going to be right back with you with our featured guest for the day, Mr. Philip Zahagan, Mr. Eric Nepsky, and Mr. Sebastian Castellanos of the Telluride Meditation Summit and the Kung Fu Heroes. They're going to be back, and they're going to be doing some Kung Fu for us. Stay tuned. And we're back with our guest this week, Mr. Eric Nepsky of the Telluride Karate Studio.
Hi, Colin.
How
Good
you
to
doing,
see
buddy?
you. What
Nice
a great summer, huh?
Yes, it is a great summer. So tell me about, you were just telling me before the show, you've been here for quite a while.
Yes, 38 years.
38 years. So what is that? When did you come? In the 70s?
Yes.
In the late 70s?
Mid-70s.
Mid-70s.
I came here to teach.
You came here to teach karate?
I came here to teach at the Telluride and Norwood High Schools.
Oh, wow.
I'm an educator.
So you were a teacher beforehand?
Yes.
Like a straight teacher?
Yes.
Not a teacher with your hands?
Exactly. So
Okay.
I'm a philosophy professor.
Ah, okay.
I currently am an adjunct faculty member of the Colorado Mesa University, and I teach philosophy for them.
Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't know that at all. So when did you get into, have you always been into karate?
Well, I started doing philosophical lectures with martial artists in the mid-70s, and eventually I started to train myself.
Wow. So you've been training for over 30 years?
No, only almost about 20.
Only 20 years.
Right, but I've been teaching with martial artists for 40 some years.
What and so like what rank are you?
I'm a third-degree black belt in
Third-degree
American Kempo Karate.
Great. And how many ranks are there?
Goes up to 10th degree.
Wow. So you have 7 more degrees. So are you still studying yourself?
Oh, absolutely. It's always a lifetime goal, ambition to keep training, practicing.
And then do you just become a 10th degree black belt?
Oh, no, there are standards, requirements for meeting all those different goals.
Give me like a something that you have to do. I mean, karate works in a belt system, right?
Right.
So it begins with what? The white belt?
White belt, yellow belt, orange belt, etc., up
Great.
to black.
Yeah.
And most people would probably train anywhere from 7 to 10 years for black belt. And then another 2, minimum another 2, plus the requirements for every more stripe.
So talk to me about and that's the degrees you're talking
Right.
about, like the 2nd degree black belt, 3rd degree.
Right.
So talk to me about like a requirement. What would be a requirement?
Well, we all have traditional forms that we need to learn. So those forms, there are forms that as you advance that you need to learn those and be able to demonstrate those and teach those, and all different kinds of self-defense techniques that you need to continue to learn. Of course, you need to stay fit,
Yeah.
etc. And so there are multiple requirements, longevity, forms, techniques, etc.
Great. So explain to me a little bit about you do the Telluride Meditation Summit, right?
Yes.
And that is going on right now.
Yes.
And so what is the Telluride Meditation Summit? Obviously you have a background in philosophy, you're a teacher of karate, so that's bringing those two things together in some way?
So what we like to try to do in the Meditation Summit, this is our 5th year, we try to bring in disciplines from Asia, of all different kinds, so Zen, yoga, Kung Fu, or Kempo Karate. And it's about sharing with the students and other teachers about kinetic mindfulness, I'll call it. Movement
Kinetic
meditation.
mindfulness.
Movement meditation.
Do you have people in the summit right now that are doing the summit with you who are not sort of trained in a different a variety of martial arts or philosophy, just like normal sort of everyday people of the street?
Well, so
right?
this year mainly martial artists, training martial
Mainly
artists.
martial artists.
This year. And other years it varies. But
And when does this happen from every year?
Usually we've been in July.
So July is like the safest month to be in Telluride then?
Yes, absolutely. We
By
are really
far.
safe right now.
Yeah, like if
we
there
are
was a
really
zombie
safe.
apocalypse or something
Yes,
like
exactly.
that, or whatever it is, you guys would be, we would just dispatch you.
Everyone in Telluride is at their safest right now.
That's fantastic. The so you brought a couple of your students, or your
Well, no,
friends?
they're my friends.
Your friends.
So Mr. Philip Sahagan is here. He's actually leading the camp, and he has black belts in multiple styles of martial arts.
So he's just showing off at this point, is what you're saying.
It's more than that.
Yeah. and so how did you meet Philip? Just as part of this?
We're from the same karate lineage, and so we're just part of the same school, and we've been friends for a really long time.
Nice.
And he's really a mentor of mine.
Great. And then and the other gentleman that you brought with you, Sebastian?
Sebastian, he's a member of the Kung Fu Heroes karate demo team.
Yes.
They travel all over the world trying to be role models for people to be heroes in their community.
And we're going to see them. We're going to see a demonstration.
Yes, you're
from
going to
the
see
Kung
a
Fu Heroes.
very amazing, unique demonstration. These are the finest martial artists in the world.
That's fantastic. I can't believe that you have them here for us.
You know, it's Telluride. We're lucky.
That is-
Really,
true.
the greatest talents come to Telluride. We're really lucky.
Well, I'm going to meet with them in a second, and then we're going to see a demo. It's going to be great. thank you so much for coming on. And now if I want to get involved, just really quickly, if I want to get involved in the Telluride Karate Studio or find you, how do I do that?
So Telluride Karate Studio is a year-round program. The age of our students is from 4 years old to 60. We're open to anyone who wants to learn something about self-defense. We emphasize fitness, self-defense, character building, and leadership.
Great.
We have a large school. This is our 22nd year in Telluride.
Yeah.
And people are always welcome. They can just reach me, Eric Nepsky,
Okay.
729-0644. Give me a call, get started.
729-0644 if you want to meet with Mr. Nevsky. If
Yes.
people are in town just passing through, do you give any sort of drop-in classes like that?
Oh, absolutely. We have drop-in students, and then I have some students who have been training for 8 years right now.
Great. So Telluride Karate Studio, thank you very much.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Nevsky.
Colin. Thank
I'm
you
gonna
so
have,
much. Good to
some
see
of
you.
your friends down here in
Right.
just 1 second. We're back with Mr. Philip Sahagan and Mr. Sebastian Castellanos of the Kung Fu Heroes and other fame. And you guys are here for the Telluride Meditation Summit?
Yes, we are. Yes.
That's fantastic. So tell me a little bit. So I've seen, he's your teacher, correct, Sebastian? And now I've seen you doing some work on YouTube before.
Okay.
There are some videos, things like that. So what is that all about?
Well, the videos on YouTube is just to promote the martial arts and share what we love to do with everyone around the world. So we have a pro team that was established in 2010, and we started coming to Telluride in 2011 for the Meditation Summit. But with the videos, we do live performances and teach abroad.
And you guys are both on the pro team.
Yeah.
And the pro team has done something that most people only dream of doing, which has gone on America's Got Talent.
Well, America's Got Talent. We opened for Tina Turner. Actually, we did a full show for her for last world tour. Toured a couple different countries. Yeah, like I think I'm up to 40 countries right now.
40 countries
For martial arts. Yeah.
So you've just done these demonstrations. And so how is it that you? Let me back up for a second. How'd you guys get to Tina Turner?
That's a good question. Actually, I had a slight injury from doing some acrobatic like stunts because we do television a little bit, and I actually injured my leg, so I rehabbed doing ballet.
You rehab doing ballet?
Yes, ballet, because I wanted to be, open-minded. Martial arts teaches us to be open-minded and explore yourself. So I was like, well, why not try? So I tried yoga, didn't really help too much, and I went to ballet, and actually the ballet helped. So I met a dancer there who happened to know someone who knew someone, and that's how it goes.
That's fantastic.
Yes, they're like.
And talk to me about some of those different forms that you guys are studying and what you're doing.
Oh, sure, no problem. Well, let's pass that to Sebastian. This is a good question.
Go ahead.
Some of the forms we do are traditionally based, so it's a lot of more combat application or just inner development application. Then a lot of them can be performance, so they'll have the high jumping, extreme flexibility, more aesthetically pleasing. Then we do have the weapons, which fall in both categories as well. Then we do a lot of tumbling and stunt work and things like that.
Can I ask you your history with martial arts? Martial arts is really important to you in your life, right?
Actually, there's only basically the one thing I've been doing my whole life. When I was first started, I was 12, and I did it all the way till I was 18. Then I took a 2-year break and kind of searched in the world to find something else, and then I just came right back to it. So right now, learning in the Meditation Summit from Mr. Nepsky is that it's almost an unconscious personal cultivation. So even though if you don't know and you train for a long time, you will realize that your consciousness starts to change and starts to become more immense. And I think when I was a kid, that's the thing I responded to the most and could never find anywhere else except in my training.
Does anybody else in your family do karate?
No, but I do come from a family of like religious, philosophical, spiritual type people.
So do they connect with this idea for you? Like, I mean,
half my family does because they're like the more open-minded, like spiritual types, and then my other half are like the more dogmatic, like religious types.
And
so
you just have to bring like weapons home for them.
pretty much, you just you have open conversation with this one. You just try to just get along with.
I totally understand. That's great. So just show me this really quickly because we're gonna see a display, right? The Kung Fu Heroes. 3 of the 12 Kung Fu Heroes who have been all over the world are here at the Telluride Meditation Summit, and they're going to do a display with a bunch of the other students.
This is one of our instruments today we'll use, which is a Chinese jian, or straight sword. So actually in Telluride, you guys premiered the movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon here?
Yeah, that's correct.
This was the type of sword that was shown throughout the movie.
Is one of you guys going to stand on this?
We won't stand on it. We won't stand on it. But
Tigers?
we'll fly around with it a little bit. You'll
Nice.
take a look. Yeah.
man, that was crazy, right? My God, you see that guy swinging that sword around? That was dangerous. Next week, maybe I'll try that. I'll just go out on the grass. We'll start getting crazy. Thanks a lot to Philip, to Eric, and to Sebastian for coming on the show today. And thanks a lot to the Kung Fu Heroes. Now, let's go to you on the street. Let's go to Kevin right now, and he is going to tell us a little bit about what the man on the street thinks about karate.
You look so good.
Hey there. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I was fighting off some ninjas with some laser sharks that were strapped to their backs. It was terrible. Anyway, today we're gonna find out how many people know karate. I'm here with, what's your name, miss?
Bronwyn.
Alright, I'm here with Bronwyn. Do you know any karate or martial arts of any kind?
I actually do a little bit.
Do you really? What type? Karate, kung fu, kanjutsu, all the ooze?
Very traditional form of karate.
What's your name?
Brandon. Colton.
Alright, it's a pleasure to meet you two. Tell me, what do you guys know about karate?
I know it's a form of martial arts.
Alright, what about you?
I learned that karate can move forward and backward from distance.
Hello there, what's your name, miss?
Rachel.
Alright, so tell me, ladies, any of you know any karate or any martial arts of any kind?
I did karate for like 7 years. I'm a purple belt.
Are you really?
I really am.
Let's see it. There we go. Chuck Norris roundhouse kick. I bet you Chuck Norris would be jealous right now. Excuse me, sir. What's your name?
Mike.
All right, Mike, it's good to meet you. So, what do you know about karate?
I don't know a lot. I know there's a black belt. That's about it.
Alrighty, no problem. That's pretty much all I know too. Do you or any of you kids here know any moves?
You guys know any karate moves? Do you know any karate moves?
He does.
Do you think you could do any special moves, even if you don't know karate? Anything at all that's pretty awesome to show off for the camera?
Maybe.
Do something for us. Show us your moves. Crazy.
Well, I've never taken a class, but I have seen the Karate Kid like a million times.
That's all that matters. Skill don't count. Practice. Do you think you can show us any moves?
I think I could show you my one Karate Kid move for sure.
Show us. Okay. We should probably back up so we don't die. Insane. We have a karate expert right here in Telluride, Colorado. Thank you so much, miss. What's your name?
I'm Tracy.
All right, it's a pleasure to meet you. Tell me. Nice to meet you. Tell me, do you know anything about martial arts in general?
I do. I'm almost a yellow belt.
Crazy. That farther than what I could get. All right, do you think you could show us any of your moves?
Sure.
All right, sure. We should probably back up so we don't die.
You have to come to and hit me.
Okay. Here. You ready? Here. We're going slow-mo. Okay, here. You ready? Oh, dude. I don't want to cross you in the street when you're on a bad day.
I'm Colin Sullivan, and this has been Telluride Weekly for the week of July 14th. I want to thank Kevin, the Carleys, Katie, Ellie, and Charlotte, and everybody who helps make this possible. And remember, don't mess with us. We know Kung Fu.
Hi, my name is Charlotte. I'm an exchange student from New Zealand. I love to make movies, especially editing. When I'm in my happy place, that's where I am. I'm editing. And I also love to act a lot.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm a local filmmaker here in the town of Telluride, and honestly, I just want to have a great time with my friends making films all the time, all day, every day.
I am Yolana, and I used to work for television in Europe. I miss it, and I love television, and I love Telluride, so this is a shoe-in. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Carly. I study broadcast production at University of Colorado. I love live television, and I hope to one day direct live concerts for TV. Thanks for supporting Telluride TV.
Yo, my name is Kevin. I work from 7 to 11. I'm now working for Telluride TV. I'm a host of a show, so you better know, you better tune in to watch me.
What?